Welcome to another Ask Arlington. I'm Jay Warren. Summer is in full swing and Arlington Water Utilities is already seeing increases in water use in several parts of the city. So now the city is offering residents with remote read water meters an email alert feature through the Know Your H2O website to monitor their water use and avoid any of those surprise bills at the end of the month. Our Water Director Craig Cummings is here to talk to us a little bit more about this feature. And it's a really cool thing for our residents to keep tabs on their water usage daily almost, right?
Very true. And we're trying to put the data in the hands of the customers. And it's very easy to sign up on our website. You can get started there by going to the website as you've mentioned there. And if a customer is not signed onto that website, they certainly can do that very easily. They simply need the billing ID off of their bill. It's usually in the upper right-hand corner in a little blue box, and then they need to know the zip code of where that bill is going as well. But really, with those two pieces of information, they can sign up, and then they'll be ready to take the next steps.
Okay, so that's how you get started with this. Once you get in, you get logged into the system, how do you know what amount to put in that you want to monitor for? Like, I wouldn't know how many gallons of water I use on a monthly or yearly basis. How do you figure that out?
That's the beauty of this website as well. We have data that goes back for 2 full years. So you can look at billed usage, and you'll get a bar graph there that will show you 24 months of usage. And for instance, if you're setting it for an individual month like June, then you would say, I want to look at June of 2017, 2018, and if they both are around, let's say 10, you might set that limit at 10. Now, that is a whole number that needs to be set in there because we bill in 1,000-gallon units, so it's not 10.00 or anything like that. It's just that whole number.
So you have to input that number in.
You do.
And figure that in. And do you have to do it for every month then? Because my water usage in July is different than in December, as an example, right?
It is, and there's a couple features I want to talk about there. One is prospective, but you do have to change it on a monthly basis. Although we are exploring whether or not we could do that on an annual basis, but on a monthly basis because usage varies so much from month to month. If it rains an awful lot like it has here in North Texas, you might not use irrigation at all, and then suddenly it warms up. So it has to be done on a month-by-month basis. But in the fall, what we're going to do as we see usage start to drop off, we get out of our typical high watering season, we'll send an email out to people that are signed up for this and say, hey, you might want to adjust your limits down.
So you go through this process, you get your amounts in there that you're wanting to kind of monitor the usage of. How do you get it all started then? How does it all work?
Well, you'd have to go to My Profile. That's where you would set that particular number in there. Then over to the right, you would say, send me an email. And then at the bottom, there's basically a box that says finish
that sounds
task.
pretty simple.
It is very simple. And then it's a matter of you take a look at that over a month, and then you see whether or not you're getting email alerts. I purposely set mine low to make sure that it was working okay, and it'll send you an email every day until you either correct the problem if you had a leak, or you set the limit a little bit higher.
Yeah, you realize that this is a really hot month and we're not getting any rain, so maybe I need to adjust upward a little bit.
Absolutely.
But you're going to get that daily reminder of, uh-oh, you may be in trouble here. Go check your bill out. Go check your water usage out because you may have a problem.
Yes, and that's what we don't mean to be perhaps a little bit too irritating, but quite frankly, if it is a leak, we want to have it front and center so the customer knows that they need to address that right away. If you look at the way we did it in the past, and if you don't have a remote reading meter, then we read the meter, then we send the bill out, so you wouldn't know about a leak until maybe 6 weeks after it started. So this is instantaneous virtually.
Basically, you're putting the information in the customer's hand to make the right decisions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good. Well, Craig, thanks so much. We appreciate the information, and thanks for this new site. Know Your H2O. It's awesome.
Excellent. There's a lot of other features in there as well. We just put precipitation on there so you can see how precipitation and your irrigation go together.
That's great. Well, if you want to sign up, here's the website that you want to go to, www.arlingtontx.gov/wateronline. That'll do it for this episode of Ask Arlington. We'll see you back here next time.